Bruce!
I'm fine. Really.
Yeah, I don't need band-aids.
You are not fine, Bruce.
Just get the
None of this
Neosporin.
is fine. You were nearly killed tonight.
I
Those
need
minutes of
backtrack.
silence, waiting for you to respond.
Back
The
tracing.
worst of my life. I didn't
Sorry to
know if
put
you
you
were
through
alive
that.
or dead, or if I would ever see you again.
It wasn't a great time for me either.
Oh, oops. I
know.
should have chose top left.
We already lost Lucius. I couldn't bear losing you, too. We can talk about all this later. Come on now. Let's get you patched up.
Band-aids, Alfred. Name brand. Band-aids. Oh, look. He's got band-aids now.
As
Perfect.
if he wasn't bad enough. Now Director Waller knows your identity. That information in her hands?
Waller isn't the one we need to worry about. Bane is still on the loose, with enough guns to arm a small militia.
I understand. The man died for you tonight, Bruce. Tried to save you from that monstrosity.
You know what's
Too many
weird?
have died in too
Bane's-
short a time. The cost of this war.
Bane is shooting up
just
steroids, yet
continues
he's
to
got
rise.
guns.
It's gonna get a lot worse before it gets better. Bane is running free out there. He's just getting started.
That's
And
what
he looks
frightens
mad
me,
as hell.
Bruce. We've never seen this kind of destructive power before.
With a goatee like that, he's got to be
Waller
crazy.
was right about one thing. Riddler was just a small part of a larger threat.
Is that the mini antidote?
Let's begin with the dart I pulled from his neck.
Oh.
Got it?
I'm good, thanks. Al. Huh. There's still some toxin left in here.
What kind of toxin?
Something new.
Super
There's a
toxin.
whole series of powerful psychoactive meds in this cocktail. Drugs that are lethal when combined.
Oh, yeah.
Who could have come up with such a concoction?
They developed it from
When
Scarecrow.
did the same person pull the trigger?
Bane's attack was one of 3 tonight, all at the same time.
Let's bring him up. Get an assessment of the damage.
Gotham Corp Labs. Mr. Freeze, of course. And Gotham Brokerage, which looks like a bank, but it says brokerage. Well, we'll look at this report.
Gotham Brokerage. 10 million in diamonds stolen. Some safety deposit
Harley
boxes
Quinn.
emptied. Contents unknown. Over a dozen dead, and even more wounded. Mostly by gunshot, though some victims had their heads smashed in.
That's barbaric.
She smashed them in with her hammer. Now, what's interesting is Harleen Quinzel, or Harley Quinn, she outsmarted Mr. Freeze by going to where all the money is. But Mr. Freeze is a scientist, and he developed all his own gear, like Spider-Man developed his own. So, he's supposed to be smarter. But, of course, they already indicated they're working together because they did it at the same time. Let's see what they have to say about Harleen Quinzel.
Witnesses place Harleen Quinzel at the scene, dressed up as a clown and wielding a mallet.
Don't ask me.
Riddler's friends are
She's
as
not dressed
insane
as a
and
clown.
gruesome as he was. Perhaps even more.
Those same witnesses say that she acted alone. All that carnage. All by herself.
She still has goons, and it's not really fair to say she was dressed like a clown. Just because she's on Joker's team doesn't mean she works for Joker. Besides that, she's modeled after the Harlequin, not. She's not a clown. Goth Corp Labs. So of course, Mr. Freeze.
Gothcorp Labs, genetic research facility. Where do we even start with this?
Yes, I have no idea.
Authorities can't determine what was even stolen until all of that melts.
At least 20
Snow
dead.
cones.
Some completely encased in ice.
Others were frozen solid. Some of their limbs shattered as they fled.
Maybe it was a Terminator. Just
Waller's
kidding.
intel shows that the thieves made off with numerous pieces of equipment used in the storage and transportation of biological material.
I don't even want to think what they'd want that for.
No IDs on any suspects, though.
Biotech? What are they planning?
We won't know until we get to Bane.
I don't mean to cause offense, but you're in no shape to beat the information out of that monster, or take on his friends if it comes to it. We've already seen how formidable Bane is on his own.
Let's stick him in the
Taking
back
on
the
all of
tank.
them, that would be suicide in your current condition.
Alfred, you should know better than to underestimate me. Maybe you have a point. Even so, we can't just wait for them to strike again. The death toll is already too high.
You told Waller you knew when to be Batman and when to be Bruce. Riddler said his friends abandoned him at the Lady of Dublin.
He alluded to the fact that John Doe was one of them.
Did he?
If that's the case, then John can get you close to the others. He already wants you to meet them. John Doe might be your best chance of getting inside, finding out what they're up to.
You're right. John's my ticket in. If I play my cards right, John might tell me most of what I want to know.
Well, the less you have to mingle with his friends, the better I'll feel about all this.
It'll be dangerous approaching Bane and his people this way. I'll be suspicious of anyone who isn't a proven criminal. You'll have to give the performance of a lifetime to pull the wool over their eyes.
My father was one of the best-known criminals in Gotham. It should be easy enough to pretend I'm following in his footsteps.
I suppose it could work.
So that's it then. I find John Doe and accept his offer. Hopefully the invitation is still open.
John, I'd like to take you up on your offer. Excellent news! Smiley face. Can we meet? No, just the place. The stacked deck. Ha 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 ha!
Deck, that's where he is.
I suppose you couldn't
Oakley
wait an hour
dokley,
or
Batman.
two while you rest.
Not a chance.
Effin'.